Hello students, welcome to the chapter index number. Students, in today's class we are going to discuss one of the important concept, that is cost of living index number, or it is also called as consumer price index number. Okay students, consumer price index number, in short it is called as CPI or cost of living index number or CLI. Consumer price index number, it is also called as consumer price index number or cost of living index. Both are same. Students, wholesale price index numbers measure the variations only in the general level of prices. These variations do not show light on the effect of variations in prices on the cost of living of different classes of people, like poor, middle, rich, labor class, industrial and agriculture workers in a society. In order to measure the effects of variations in the prices of various commodities on the cost of living of different classes of people, separate index numbers are constructed for different groups. Students, see here, consumer price index number or cost of living index. See, so here we have three classes of people. Okay, poor class, middle class and rich class. See, every year we want to know the cost of living of different classes of people. Uh, Cost of living different from poor class is different, and middle class is different, and rich class is different. So every year we want to find the cost of living of different classes of people, because every year it goes on changes. Okay students, so what is the definition of consumer price index number? Consumer price index is the index number of the cost met by a specified class of consumers in buying a basket of goods and services. CPI means consumer price index is the index number of the cost met by a specified class of consumers in buying a basket of goods and services. Students, it can be asked for 1 marks. What is basket of goods and services? What do you mean by basket of goods and services? See here students, here basket of goods and services means goods and services needed in day-to-day life of the specified class of consumers. So what are the goods and services we needed in daily life? So in Hindi we say that there are three things are very necessary. What are the three things? Kana, kapda, makan. So these three things are very important: food, cloth and house. For every class of people, these are the three necessary things. Okay students, it can be asked for 1 marks. What is basket of goods and services? So basket of goods and services means goods and services needed in day-to-day life of the specified class of consumers. And the next is students, so what are the uses of CPI? Uses of CPI, or it is also called as utility. So uses of CPI is also very important. It can be asked for 1 marks or 2 marks. So the first use is, students, cost of living index number is used to determine the purchasing power of money and for computing real wages. So cost of living index is used to determine the purchasing power of money, in the sense the value of money. See students, the value of money goes on changes. The value of money, for example, consider there is a 100 rupee note. There is a 100 rupee note in the year 2020. You go for past 2019. In the 2019 also we have 100 rupee note. So what is the difference between 100 rupee note in 2019 and the year 2020? Both year we have 100 rupees notes. See, the value of money changed in 2020. The note is same, everything is same, color is also same. So what has changed? The value of money in the 2019 is different, and in the year 2020 the value of money different. Okay, The second use is it is commonly used in fixation of salary, DA, or grant of bonus to the employees. Students, see, every year we have to increase the DA or salary of the employees. How we are going to increase? Based on the cost of living. Based on the cost of living, we are going to find the cost of living index of 2000, compare with 2019, we are going to find 2020. Based on that, we are going to fix the salary of the employees, DA or bonus. Third use is they are used by the government for the formulation of price policy, wage policy, and the general economic policies. CPI is used to fix the wages and the price policy. Every year it goes on changes. Based on the cost of living index, they are going to fix the wages of the employees. Fourth one. The fourth use is they are used for comparing changes, the cost of living of different classes of people. See students, CPI is used to compare the cost of living of different classes of people. As you know, we have three categories of people: poor class, middle class, rich class. All the classes have different cost of living. Through CPI, we want to compare the cost of living of different classes of people. And students, next concept is steps involved in the construction of consumer price index number. As you know, we have steps in the construction of price index number. Same here also, we have steps in the construction of consumer price index number. Here we are concentrating only the consumers or cost of living index. Here also, same as price index number, we have steps in the construction of consumer price index number. So following are the steps to be considered while constructing consumer price index number. Students, the first step is defining purpose and scope. Second step is conducting family budget inquiry and selecting the weights. Third step, obtaining price quotations. Fourth one is computing the index numbers. Students, as price index number, it is also construction of consumer price index number or cost of index number is same, but here we are concentrating only the consumers. Okay, so how to construct consumer price index number? For that we have 4 steps. Just briefly I am going to explain. The first step is defining purpose and scope. See students, first step is you have to define clearly the purpose and the scope. After defining the purpose, second step is conducting family budget inquiry and selecting the weights. Okay, second step is you have to conduct the family budget inquiry and select the weights. After conducting the family budget inquiry, third step is based on the items you have to obtain the price quotations, current year as well as basic. So now we are ready with all the data. The first step is based on the availability of data, compute the index numbers. Okay students, the first step is defining purpose and scope. First of all, the purpose of index number must be clearly defined. It is very essential to decide clearly the class of people for whom the index number is to be constructed, along with the geographical area. Students, the first step is clearly how to define the purpose. Yes or no? It is very essential to decide which class of people you are constructing the consumer price index number, whether you are conducting rich classes or you are considering the middle classes or poor classes. Okay, first step is clearly define the purpose. Second step, conducting family budget inquiry and selecting the weights. The object of the inquiry is to find out the expenses which a family spends on different items of consumption. Here some families are chosen at random and the money spent on various items are collected items are classified according to food, clothing, fuel, and lighting, house rent, and miscellaneous. Here, the inquiry is conducted on a random basis. During a period of economic stability, thus, the family budget inquiry gives us the average budget of that class. Students, the second step is after deciding the class of people, based on the class of people, we have to conduct the family budget inquiry. Okay? The object of the inquiry is to find out the expenses which a family spends on different items of consumption. Students, what you will do here? We are going to choose some random families. Okay? After choosing the random family, we are going to select the items, how much money they are going to spending. We'll do the inquiry, do the survey. Okay? So second step is family budget inquiry we are going to collect. Third step, obtaining price quotations. While constructing cost of living index number, retail prices of different commodities are to be collected. Collection of a retail price is a very difficult task and they vary from one place to another place and even at one place from shop to shop and even at one shop from one consumer to another consumer. Therefore, price quotations should be obtained from different localities and averaged. These averages are made use in the construction of index numbers. Students, the second step we are collected the items. Okay, based on the items, third step is obtaining price quotations. Based on the items, we are going to collect the price quotations in the base year as well as current year. Students, to collect the price quotations, it is very difficult task because prices are different from shop to shop. Okay, even from at one shop from one consumer to another consumer it differs. Okay, so we have to choose randomly. We are going to collect obtained from different localities. After collecting the prices quotations of different localities, we have to average, right? So that average we have to use in the construction of index numbers. Students, we have ready with all the data. The final step is computing the index numbers. Based on the availability of data, there are two methods of computing CPI. They are aggregate to expenditure method, another is family budget method. So based on the method, availability of data, either you have to use expenditure method or family budget method. So these are the steps of construction of consumer price index number. Students, the next step is computing CPI. So it is also very important, students. Every year, so one question is fixed from consumer price index number, or it is also called as cost of living index number. To compute CPI, for that we have two types of formula. One is aggregate to expenditure method, another is family budget method. So the formula of aggregate to expenditure method is given by CPI equals summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into 100. And family budget method is CPI equals summation WP divided by summation W. The W means weights, capital P means it's a price relative. You know price relative means capital P is equal to small p1 divided by p0 into 100. So this means current year price divided by base year price into 100. Students, to compute cost of living index number or CPI, for that we have two formula. Either you have to apply aggregate to expenditure method or family budget method. In the question they will give the question as find consumer price index number or cost of living index number. Okay, based on the availability of data, you have to choose whether you have to apply aggregate to expenditure method or family budget method. How are we going to decide whether we have to apply aggregate to expenditure method or family budget method? Suppose in the question, if weights are given means you have to apply family budget method. If suppose in the question If they are not given weights means you have to apply aggregative expenditure method. So these are the two very important formula. Every year one question is fixed based on consumer price index number or cost of living index number for 5 marks. Here students, there is a note here. W means P naught into Q naught. W means P naught into Q naught. Okay students, in the next class we are going to solve examples on consumer price index number. Okay, thank you students.